We go to the back of the school so none of the kids can see us, so if the teachers do anything to us, they can't see us because there's a bunch of buildings surrounding our isolated playground. And if you don't listen, if you do not do whatever they say, they haul you off to what I call a white room. I'm in there for about 6 hours a day, and then I come out, and then when I finally come out, I sometimes don't get to eat. The white room was right next to the kindergarten's room, so if you screamed, they would just think you were another kindergarten. The room I was in had a cabinet, cinder block walls, a glass pane window with bullet holes in it. Well, if I don't do anything to say, they will stray me, put me down on the ground. It was the teachers plus 4 A's. Every single time they restrained me was 5 people. One sat on my leg, one sat on my other leg, people sat on my hands. One person sat on top of me and told me, "You don't do this, you don't do that. You must listen to us, do what we say." And then if you continue trying to get out, they will flip you over, put you down on the ground, and they will put your hand behind your back before it comes to its breaking point to where it can snap. Usually I crawl up into a ball, I jump, and I run. But they usually do catch me. They put you inside a restraint harness. It's basically a giant blanket that they wrap around you that is supposed to make you feel better, but I just fell over and hit some other stuff. Sometimes I get restrained 2 times, sometimes I get restrained 3 times a day. When I saw kids watching what happened to some kids, they put paper all over the windows. Even if you did want to get out, I'm pretty sure there were some bars on the back windows. They videotaped you and they tell you what to do when they restrain you. Don't do this, don't do that. Of course, you're too traumatized to remember. It's terrible.
Last year, in the mid-year, is when the incident occurred. He came home with head trauma, and he had injuries to his face from restraint. You are hurting our children by twisting their hands and inflicting pain on them in the disability classrooms, which, by the way, are not being surveillanced. There is no surveillance, there is no proof, and there is no way to determine what happened. I don't see why they should not be dispersed throughout a general education setting. I don't understand why it was separated in the first place. If you have to give warning, like 24-hour prior notice to go and observe the classroom, that's not a good sign. Because a good, healthy environment that has emotional structure for a parent will be welcome for participation and involvement. We learned the hard way, and that's hard to deal with, but we can also improve and correct the problem and hopefully have a better future.
But when I want to go back to school, but I'm afraid the same thing might happen again and I won't wake up.